versus like just sitting down and accepting that it's okay to rest. And I think that's the most important thing is like us understanding like, yeah, we be on the go, so we don't really know what rest is. And so when we finally get the opportunity to rest, it's foreign to us. So I was having a hard time accepting that, hey, like you've been busy during your pregnant. I was still doing my real estate, still like trying to like build my clientele, still being very active during my pregnancy. And it's like I would say maybe like the last, because something was just telling me like and I remember asking Terry too, this was like maybe like a month or two before, I think it was maybe like 2 months out before Judah due date. And I was like, babe, I was like, I think I'm gonna stop like taking clients. I said, because he's gonna be due like at any moment now. You just got to be in the video, huh?
Say yes.
What's going on? Do you need to burp? Oh, do we need to burp? Cause that gas be getting my boy. We need to burp. But I was like, babe, should I stop like taking clientele? And he actually was like, nah, I think you should just, go like one more month or whatever. And I was like, I said, that don't really make sense to me, because I had got to the point of where he could come at any moment. So we might have had to be talking about this. It had to be before my 37 weeks. I think my 37 weeks was right around the corner. And I was like, it don't make sense for me to keep taking clientele and then at any moment in the process of me, working with a client, I could be having a baby. And then I'm not going to be able to be as attentive to them as I need to be.
Yeah.
And so, I just made the executive decision. And I just, stopped. I just started just staying in the home, and it was just more so a feeling like the closer I got to giving birth, and it's so crazy, like now that I'm thinking about it, the closer I got to him, coming, the more I could feel that it was time.
That's that like, motherly instinct. Yeah. That's that nesting. I've been doing all this nesting. Okay, body, we is finna get into it. It made me think of Inside Out too, like yeah, like your emotions and everything. All right, y'all, gang, it's time to get together. It's about to go down.
Yeah, no, for real. Because it wasn't even it wasn't the nesting that was the indicator, because I was nesting a little, but I wasn't paying attention to the nesting. Like I wasn't really nesting as much as I wanted to, because they always leaving stuff around the house. Okay, it be making me so mad. As soon as I clean up something, somebody's shoes is over here, somebody's jacket is over here.
You said epic.
So yeah, and I was just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. And then here goes Terry over here. Well, babe, as soon as you feel like nesting, let me know so that I can help you, blah, blah, blah. And I said, babe, I've been nesting. I said,
y'all ain't been nesting.
You can't tell because your stuff everywhere. Every time I turn around, they leave. Between him and Elijah, they leaving stuff around the house.
Now you got Judah.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's why I said, man, I said, God, please just give me one girl. Because I just need some help around the house, please. But yeah, like it was just it just kept coming to my mind. Like I just felt like this man could like just come at any moment.
And then I noticed you started picking up on your walking more.
Yeah.
Like I was every time I turn around, you coming to Lake Bottom? You coming to Cooper Creek? Let's go walking. I'm like, bro, like, oh my God.
And that's why I was like, I said, let's go ahead and get this baby on up out of here.
And you was walking, honey. You was not playing no games. You was walking, squatting, talking, walking, squatting. I'm like, yo, this girl is just getting it. Like, I never had a doubt that you wasn't gonna like do a good job. Like you literally,
me either.
I'm about to say but it's been like that our whole lives. Like you always, when you have a mindset on something and you done figured it out, or you done had a plan and you like go to it and you do not care about nothing. Like your focal point is magnificent. Like literally. I got one more question. Okay. So I know that a lot of times couples have their like kind of issues or their adaptability when it comes to?
Ooh, this is a good question.
Yeah, because I be curious. Like they struggle. Sometimes families struggle with that when it comes to like postpartum, and sometimes men don't know what to do, and women can't necessarily tell them or express it because they're going through like their own emotional regulation. So how has the intimacy been between you and Terry? Like, has it been something that's like new, like y'all gotta adjust, or has it been like it gotten just completely better, or is it like, oh, I'm finna move him out his own house? Girl. I want him to be here. I'm gonna have to ask this question with both.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm gonna say, because you already know him, like, and then he's so like, just. Okay. So I'm gonna start out by saying I'm very grateful for my partner. Okay, I'm very grateful for my partner because he's very, what's the word? Attentive. Like he's very like. He paying attention,
observant.
Yeah, yes. Like as soon like
that's that military.
Yeah, like he's very, and then he's very much like, what's going on here? He's very much like in my business, So
always.
Yeah. So I think it has been challenging, because, and it's more so. I wouldn't even say that it's the adjustment with having a baby. I would say it's more so my emotions, like adjusting, like just because, like I said, some days I'm good, some days I'm not good. Like I'm super like emotional, super just sensitive about everything, and then some days like I'm just like happy, like trying to prank him, let's do a video, like it's so it's definitely been challenging as far as that. And I would say also me expressing how I'm feeling or what's bothering me, because lately, instead of me expressing things, I have been feeling like, and we was literally just having this conversation last night, lately, like, because he was like babe, he literally just, we was watching something on Netflix.
I love how y'all are able to just be vulnerable and have like those tough conversations. It's that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's more him.
Because I feel like he initiates him a lot.
It's more him than me. Because for me, I more so like, it's hard for me to have like vulnerable like relationship conversations, and so he just loves to talk, so he's just gonna always, and he's always like checking in, like you good, like what's wrong, and then he picks up on my energy really well too. So he
I wish I would have got some of that in the video when y'all was walking from the yes, and I'm telling, I wish I had the, I thought Ife would have, she just took pictures, but it was just so cute how y'all was just walking like 1 2 3. All right, let's go, mama. 1 2 3, 1 2 3. I said, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Like, this was beautiful, man.
Yeah. So, and last night we was watching something on Netflix, and he literally like just paused the he had just like literally just paused the movie, and he was just like. He was like, what? He said, "What's up, babe?" He was like, he said, "I feel like you got a lot on your mind." He was like, he was like, "Are you ready to talk about it?" And then I was like, "Yeah." And I have a problem initiating the talk. Like it just, I don't be feeling comfortable. Like I just, if he asks me, and that's another thing, I have to be ready to, because sometimes he'll ask me and I haven't really gotten my words and stuff together.
Yeah.
So I don't be ready at that moment, and I just be like, no, like, I'm not ready to talk about it, but I do want to talk about something. And he'll be like, all right, well, just come to me when you're ready to talk about it.
I think that's so valuable, because I remember I made a video on YouTube where I think it was Pop the Balloon, and the question was I can't remember verbatim, but it was asking how long do you take to I guess something about taking space, or no, he was saying he needed at least 24 hours of space between his partner if they get into it. And I made a video because I thought that was a good thing, because
the whole day?
so many.
Well, I mean, okay.
Girl, yeah, depending on how depending on how tough it was, the situation, I feel like a day is good. Like, I feel like y'all can probably like touch bases or whatever, but I feel like I know, and this is just from my experience. I value taking that time apart, and so that I can get myself together, and you can get your thoughts and everything together, and then we can come revisit this at a more mature level where things have calmed down. So I think that's a good thing that y'all are able to do that.
And
like,
see,
really,
he's really patient, and he really taught it. He really taught he taught me this about myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because whenever I ain't gonna say normally, but before we got to this conclusion of each other, I would, especially like if I'm feeling some type of way, or like I'm angry or I'm upset or something, like I would want to resolve it now, like, no, let's talk now. However, I realized that I need the space. As baby, your mama is getting interviewed, okay? We get interviewed, and you acting like this all in the interview session. Hold on, this upside down. Oh, you trying to eat? Okay, my bad.
I get it.
It's fine. What is it? What is it? You so crazy.
No, you saying, hey, I've been here this whole time. Hi, Elijah. Is it okay if your boob is in here?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I say your boob. I think that's a funny word. Boob, ball, and balloon.
Not balloon.
I think those words are funny. Like, who thought of that?
But this girl. But yeah, so he really taught me that about myself, because I noticed that whenever we was getting into it and things was getting heated, or like I'm super emotional, I don't give the best responses like when I'm super emotional like that.
Yeah.
And so I had to, after the last big thing that we had got into it about, and because girl, I was going off, honey. I was going off. I had realized, I said, you know what? Because we was talking about it afterwards, and I was like, I think although my ego wants a response right then and there, I see that it's best when, even though I'm mad and I'm feeling the need to like just force that response, it's best if I just take some time to myself. Like, take some time, gather my thoughts, gather my feelings. Really, see, my emotions be crazy, man. Like, my emotions, I have to be very strong emotionally, especially when I'm feeling very chaotic, because Aquarius Cancer, I tend to let my emotions lead me. And they don't always lead me in the best direction.
Right.
So when I understood, and this is actually a conversation I was having with my therapist, because she made me understand that it's okay to feel certain things, feel it out, but don't let that lead you, because I don't tend to make the best decisions when I'm being led by my emotions. And so yeah, like when I understood that, now I can kind of just tell him like, babe, I'm not ready. And like I said, he's patient enough to just wait it out. Like, it don't drive him crazy to wait on, he's not anticipating.
So he has like some good emotional maturity, emotional intelligence.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And me, like, on the other hand, I be anticipating, like I want to know, like, what is it, babe? Like, what's on your mind? Like, tell me now. Like, I be needing to know everything.
All that chaotic energy.
Yeah. But yeah, so he just asked me last night or whatever, and then I was just telling him, like, I just feel like lately, like, for whatever reason, I don't feel like you've been really like listening to me.
Mm.
Like I'm trying, like I'll be trying to have a conversation with him about certain things, and it's like his mind is elsewhere. Like he'll be on his phone, distracted on his phone, or he'll start talking about something else, and I'm like, babe, like, do you hear what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
he'll like just drift off somewhere else. And since I've been so emotional and so sensitive about everything, like I just be taking it to heart. Like I really be like, babe, like that's rude. Like you really like making me feel like what I have to say is not important, or you're like really making me feel like worthless, like I'm not valuable, because I told him, all right, Judah, this has got to stop. And like I told him, I feel like I've been over here breastfeeding for a long time. Judah.
You like he stops and eat, and then he stops and eat. Say I'm growing, baby. Growing by the weeks, mommy. The natural milk tastes so good.
Dang, I forgot what was the last thing I said. But so yeah, I was just telling him, like, I just don't. Oh yeah, and that's what I was telling him. I was like, it just seemed like when other people come around, like you're just so engaged and intrigued with everything that they got to say, and I was just like, but if I'm trying to talk to you, you just like not really listening to me. And so yeah, like that was making me feel some type of way. And so we talked about it, and then I actually did something else too, and I was really proud of myself, because I had been listening to these things like on podcasts, but I never like implemented it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, even talking to Lotus, she was like, so he'll come home and he'll be like, babe, do you need help with something? Or babe, what is it that you need help with? I was feeling like if you see that I need help, just do it, because my initial thing to say is no.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just go ahead and just do it.
I think that's just us.
Yeah, and I just get it done, and I do it my way and blah blah blah. And she was telling me, she was like, well, she was like, the alternative to that is teaching him how to help you. Like showing him.
We gotta get Lotus on the podcast.
Yes, no,
Lotus,
for real.
Lotus be doing what it do.
Now that she a whole nother
woman of wisdom, for sure,
and very inspirational,
yes,
for sure. And so she was just like, and you can show him how to help you. So next time he comes home, he'll already know what to do. And so, last night, because he doesn't, so I figured out with myself, there are some things that I'm still working on to where I still need certain reassurance from him, and or with him. And so he doesn't really reassure. Like that's just never been like his thing. Like he just kind of, if we have a problem.
So that's your love language. Yeah. Like you need your assurance.
Yeah. And so he more so, if we have a situation come up, he's more so, okay, well, I know what the situation is. You expressed to me how it made you feel. All right, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna work on this.
But he an action person.
Yeah, but he don't necessarily be like, all right. He don't necessarily acknowledge the feeling part of things.
He be like, okay, babe, I got you.
Yeah, basically, like, all right, like, okay, I hear you. He'll literally be like, I hear you, and I'm gonna work on that. And so, and so he asked me. He was like, was that good enough? And I was like, well, actually, no. I said, I found out. I found out about myself that in certain areas that I'm still working on, like I may need a little reassurance. So what that looks like for me is like for example, I just said that the since I feel like you're not listening to me, it makes me feel like I'm not important, or it makes me feel like I'm like worthless in a way. And he was just, and then I told him, I said, so what I would like to hear is, babe, I definitely didn't want to make you feel that way. Like, I never meant to make you feel not important or make you feel like you're not worthy or you're not wanted or anything. Um, and I told him, you know, just like I would like for him to be like, I would like for him to be like I want to, you know, work on making you feel important.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you are valuable to me, and you know, just telling me that I am those things that.
So more words of affirmation.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And so, like, sometimes I be needing to hear that,
mm-hmm.
you know, especially if, hold on, because I don't want to lose my train of thought. Okay. Especially if I'm not feeling that,
mm-hmm.
you know, from him, or I'm not seeing that, like, tell me, because
mm-hmm.
that'll calm me down emotionally. That way that I can see his actions, you know.
So him coming around, rubbing up on you and be like, babe,
mm-hmm.
I love you. You look so good.
Like, yeah, no, for real.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, like that's my thing, because I love when he touches me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that makes me feel good, because I'm affectionate to him,
mm-hmm.
but that's not really like his thing. You know, like, I'm the affectionate one. I'm the one like, I love you, and you know, affirming him,
mm-hmm.
but I also like need those things.